Dear friends, now we talk a bit about Bless Sample Width 2, which is a very powerful sampler for the iPad. You can load this sampler inside as AUV3 plugin inside your host sequencer, like Cubase 3 for example, and you can have all the tracks you want, practically all the tracks you want about this instrument, with this instrument, and create complex structures, create complex presets from sounds you find, you record, and then also with the nested composition structures to compose, for example, a composition, and put inside the sampler the composed sound. It's about composing with timbre, composing with the textures, precisely create things, but you can easily, music is not easily, but you can very practically create random structures about recording. For example, like this. This instrument is structured with 6 windows, 6 main windows. Here you find the MIDI part with an arpeggiator also. You can use, for example, now I didn't use the sample window where you put the sample with load, but you can also crop it. You can reverse the sound as now. You can, as you can see, reverse the complex structure. You have the gain, the volume level, the octave, the starting point as octave. You can tune in semitones. You can fine tune with microtonal adjustment. And you have the start and ending point, the start point. You can, for example, start here. You have also a filter window where you can sculpt the shape of the spectra with a filter. Remember, you can set the amount of the pitch applied to the sound, pitch applied to the filter with the keyboard parameter. The more this parameter is high, the more you have the amount of pitch perception about the pitch you play. The filter is centered more on the pitch you play. And for example, you have also the amount of the envelope of the filter. You can put also an ADSR envelope, attack, decay, release, attack, decay, sustain, release, with the shape of the envelope in time, and also the envelope of the applying of the filter to change the shape of the color of the timbre. Work with trial and error with this parameter, as all the things you find here. Work with trial and error, work randomly, work at instinct, because sound is about instinct, is about physical perception of the material you have in front of you. You can work very quickly in this interface. You have also modulation window when you put two LFOs and also a envelope. You can assign here, for example, for the envelope, to one parameter, for example, grain size, volume spread, grain size, and you have for example here an envelope who automate the grain size, and you can rescale the parameter here. You have also the modulation wheel. You can use for create repitching structures to create glissandos with the texture you use, and you have the motion window, which is a step sequencer where you can write the automation. Here you can automate the, for example, the pitch. You have the pitch, the amount of this pitch automation. You can write on the step sequencer the parameter, and you can listen. You have the trigger beat, as a beat follows the beat in 16ths. You can snap to grid or not. Very, very complex structures. Then you have finally an FX window with a delay and a reverb. The delay is a classical delay, also with ping pong left-right algorithm. You can, for example, set the feedback, the time of the delay, and the mix is the level of the amount of the signal, delayed signal. The same, you have the mix of the reverberate sound, and also with these parameters you can freely use it by ear, because every parameter is always programmed by the programmers inside the algorithm, inside the instrument, and is always different for every instrument. You cannot say at start how much a parameter can be without listening the result. Listen at your sounds and work with your instrument. For example, there is also this window with the presets which are saved very practically inside your iCloud. Also for all the iPad you have, if you have one or more iPads, you have all the presets saved in a folder inside your iCloud. Very, very powerful. You find all the sounds inside the presets saved, all the WAV files inside the presets ready to be loaded. Okay, you have you can save new, rename. These are other of my presets. my voice, this tornado of sounds. Okay, also I have some structures made with composition with instruments, virtual instruments inside of Cubasis, and then exported and re-imported as nested composition inside the sampler. You have all the structure, all the composition inside one note, then you have many notes and many polyphonies of this composition, but one on top of the other, one after the other, with different transposition. Happens that you have different transposition at different speeds, so the sound is at different speeds with a different rhythmic structure, because it has dilatations, is more longer or less long in function of how much the pitch is high. Other sounds. Very practical instrument, very powerful instrument. We have seen now well, and use it also for nested composition, with the nested composition technique, which is very powerful to create intuitive and improvisational random, with all the kind of criteria you want, compositions. You can very experiment in a contemporary, very contemporary and sophisticated way of composing. Okay, thank you very much, and salute from Giorgio Bianchi.